Transmigrated, dumping the male lead for a better man.
1.
I was sleeping soundly and contentedly in my own big bed.
Bang.
It sounded like a piece of paper was slammed onto a table. The loud noise startled me awake immediately. The man in front of me was rapping his knuckles against the black coffee table. A sheet of white paper covered in dense writing lay starkly against the dark surface. I was stunned, suddenly finding myself in a completely unfamiliar environment. Where I had been lying wasn't my bed with its cartoon print sheets, but a black, Nordic-style love seat. My mind, still foggy with sleep, was in chaos, and a faint sense of panic began to grow. Looking around, this unfamiliar house was all black and white, a minimalist, cool Nordic design. This floor alone looked to be around 200 square meters, not to mention the staircase leading upstairs.
Tap, tap, tap.
I turned, remembering the man I'd ignored. Perhaps to remind me of his presence, he rapped his knuckles sharply on the table 3 times in rapid succession. It was undeniable that the man before me possessed a truly exceptional appearance, his phoenix eyes brimming with coldness, cruelty, and indifference. The faint glint of anger between his brows caused a slight frown, making his already fierce demeanor even more oppressive. He pushed the small piece of white paper toward me with slender fingers. He pursed his thin lips slightly before speaking. "Claire Grace, are you going to sign this divorce agreement or not?"
2.
Claire? Claire. It was 11 minutes and 8 seconds after the man left that I realized what was happening. Isn't Claire the heroine in that series of dramatic, angsty billionaire romance novels I read a few days ago out of boredom? I usually only like quick transmigration stories, but because of a question on Reddit that day, I went to read this super popular billionaire romance. Who knew I'd actually travel into this novel? God knows I don't want to get involved in some cheesy love story full of "I love you, but you don't love me," and "I don't love you, but you love me instead." I picked up the divorce agreement. The contents were already filled in. The only blank space was for the wife's signature. I looked at the man's signature, written in a flamboyant style, Carter Vanderbilt. Knowing the plot and examining it carefully, I was completely certain I'd somehow stumbled into this novel. Since I was already here, I decided to make the best of it. I already had a plan in mind. Carter Vanderbilt, I'm definitely getting a divorce. But getting a divorce from a CEO isn't that easy, haha. I thought about what Carter said 15 minutes ago before he left. I have another meeting to attend. I hope to see a satisfactory answer when I return in an hour. I slowly opened a bottle of champagne and poured some into 2 tall glasses. How much would you pay for a satisfactory answer?